Let's catch up on the stocks making headlines from major investments, deals, order wins, acquisitions, and earning surprises. Here's a quick look at the stocks in focus on April 8th. We've got quite a lineup today, so let's dive right into it, shall we?
Absolutely. Today's spotlight includes everything from infrastructure funding to digital loan launches. So it's a pretty diverse mix of companies.
First up is HUDCO. It seems they've signed an MOU with the Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority. What's the big deal here?
Well, the big deal is that HUDCO is exploring funding up to a whopping 1,50,000 crore rupees over 5 years for MMRDA projects. Plus, they'll offer consultancy and capacity building. It's like HUDCO is becoming MMRDA's financial and advisory partner.
Wow, that's a huge commitment. Here next we have Godrej Properties Limited. They've apparently hit a milestone.
They sure did. Their Q4 financial year 2025 bookings surpassed 10,000 crore rupees for the first time, and their full year booking value reached almost 30,000 crore rupees, a 31% jump from last year.
Impressive. So what's driving these numbers?
Key project launches. Apparently, they've achieved 109% of their annual booking value guidance for financial year 2025. Also, it's their 8th straight year of booking value growth. So they're clearly doing something right.
Okay, moving on. We have NBCC India Limited and Realtel Corporation of India Limited. Sounds like a partnership.
Exactly. They've signed an MOU to develop data center projects from the very beginning to when they are up and running in India and overseas. It's like NBCC handles the construction and Realtel takes care of all the IT stuff.
Makes sense. Sounds like a solid combo. We also have another slide about NBCC alone. What's new with them?
They've received new work orders totaling approximately 120.90 crore rupees. That includes building court buildings in Andhra Pradesh and doing some renovation work in New Delhi.
All right, that's a nice boost. Let's move to Keystone Realtors Limited.
They've had a pretty good year, it seems. Their pre-sales for financial year 2025 reached 30.28 billion rupees, a 34% increase year on year. Plus, collections are up too.
What about new projects?
They launched 2 new projects in Q4 financial year 2025 and added 3 more, estimating a gross development value of almost 15 billion rupees for those.
Next up is SOBHA Limited. What's cooking with them?
Well, they recorded a sales value of 62.77 billion rupees in financial year 2025 with a sold area of 4.68 million square feet. Almost like selling a small city worth of real estate.
And how did they do in just the last quarter?
Sales in Q4 financial year 2025 reached 18.36 billion rupees. And get this, they launched 2 new projects in that quarter alone.
Let's switch gears. We have Bank of Maharashtra next.
They're showing some solid growth. Their total business reached over 5,47,159 crore rupees, a year-on-year growth of over 15%.
That's a sizable increase. What's driving this?
Well, total deposits are up and their CASA deposits are looking healthy. Gross advances have also increased. So it seems they're doing well on both sides of the balance sheet.
Okay. Next, we have Arcade Developers Limited. What's their story?
They've secured a development agreement for a cluster redevelopment project in Borivali West, Mumbai. It's like they're giving a whole neighborhood a makeover.
What's the potential value of this project?
The estimated gross development value is 865 crore rupees. Pretty significant and should really boost their presence in the Mumbai area.
Moving on, we have Transformers and Rectifiers India Limited. Sounds interesting.
They announced their audited financial results for financial year 2025 with revenue at 1,950 crore rupees and profit after tax at 187 crore rupees. They're also recommending a final dividend.
Dividends are always good news. Anything else?
Actually, yes. They successfully raised 500 crore rupees via QIP to support backward integration and expansion, and their order book looks solid.
All right, let's see what's next. Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. That's shipbuilding, right?
Exactly. Their provisional turnover for financial year 2025 reached approximately 10,775.34 crore rupees. That's quite a bit of business.
Any other key updates?
They've appointed a new CFO and declared a second interim dividend. So Good news for investors.
Info Edge India Limited is next. I know them for Naukri.com.
Right? Their standalone billings for the quarter ended March 31st, 2025, reached 983.8 crore rupees. That's a good sign for the job market, I guess.
Definitely. What about their real estate platform, 99 Acres?
That's doing well too. It recorded 159.8 crore rupees in billings for the quarter. So both recruitment and real estate are contributing nicely.
Okay, let's talk about Dolphin Offshore Enterprises India Limited.
Their subsidiary, Beluga International DMCC, entered a lease agreement for an accommodation barge. The estimated total value of the lease is $32.85 million.
Sounds like a significant deal for them.
It is. It should bring in steady revenue over the next 3 years.
We have Brigade Group next. I think they are in real estate.
Yes, and they've signed a joint development agreement for a premium residential project in Mysuru. The project has a gross development value of approximately 225 crore rupees.
What does this project entail?
It'll be a mix of premium plots and apartments. Should be a nice addition to their portfolio.
Next up is Credit Access Grameen Limited. Never heard of them.
They're a microfinance institution. Their business momentum has improved, driven by loan portfolio growth, and they added over 250,000 new borrowers during the last quarter.
That's a lot of new customers. How's their loan portfolio looking?
Their gross loan portfolio increased significantly, so they're definitely growing.
Cyient Limited is next.
They've launched a fully owned semiconductor subsidiary called Cyient Semiconductors. It's like they're diving deeper into the chip business.
What's the goal with this new subsidiary?
They're aiming to scale ASIC turnkey solutions, aligning with India's national agenda for building a semiconductor ecosystem. So, pretty strategic.
Let's move on to Maruti Suzuki India Limited. Any new car launches?
Actually, yes. They launched an updated version of their Grand Vitara model for 2025. Includes 6 airbags as a standard feature across all variants.
Nice. Safety upgrade. Anything else that's new?
They've introduced new premium features like a panoramic sunroof and a new hybrid variant. The updated model is also E20 fuel compliant.
Tata Motors is next on our list.
Their global wholesales for Q4 financial year 2025 totaled 366,177 units. However, that's a slight decrease compared to last year.
What about Jaguar Land Rover? I know they own that.
Jaguar Land Rover is evaluating options to address increased tariffs in the US market. There was some confusion about exports, which they've clarified.
Praj Industries Limited is next.
A distillery designed by Praj was inaugurated in Gorakhpur. The facility will produce fuel ethanol and rectified spirit.
Sounds like a boost for the local economy.
It is. It's expected to generate 1,200 direct and indirect jobs and provide demand for local grains.
Next, we have Geo Financial Services Limited.
They've launched a fully digital loan against securities offering on the Geo Finance app. So customers can leverage their investments for loans.
That's convenient. What are the loan terms?
Loans up to 1 crore rupees are available with interest rates starting at 9.99%.
Leica Labs Limited is next.
They've been granted an Indian patent for their proprietary product, Pregabalin Gel 8%. It's a topical formulation for managing diabetic neuropathic pain.
Sounds like a helpful product for those who need it.
It is, and the patent is valid for a long time, so it secures their market position.
ANR Constructions Limited is next.
They've announced the appointed date for a key infrastructure project in Karnataka. It's a 4-laning project on a highway.
How is the project structured?
It's being executed on hybrid annuity mode, so it's a mix of government funding and private investment.
Retton India Enterprises Limited is next.
Their Revolt Motors has expanded its dealership network significantly. They're aiming to reach 400 dealerships by the end of next year.
That's quite an expansion. Where are they focusing their efforts?
They are operational in most Indian states and are pursuing international expansion as well.
Let's talk about Medico Remedies Limited.
They've secured a government supply order from the Dominican Republic for tablets, capsules, and dry syrups. It's valued at $1.9 million.
A significant international order, then?
Yes, and they're expected to complete the supply within 3 months.
Suraksha Diagnostic Limited is next on our list.
They're making a strategic investment in Fetomat Wellness Private Limited, a company focused on fertility and pregnancy care. This will expand their service portfolio.
Makes sense. Let's move on to India Power Corporation Limited.
They've launched a public and commercial EV charging hub in Kolkata in collaboration with Charge 80. The hub can accommodate a lot of vehicles simultaneously.
Sounds like a move towards sustainability.
Absolutely. And they plan to upgrade it to a solar powered charging station, which will further reduce emissions.
Emajika World Entertainment Limited is next.
They've added 10 new water slides at their Wet n Joy water park in Lonavala. Get ready for some summer fun.
Sounds like they're investing in improving the visitor experience.
Exactly. It seems like a good time to attract visitors.
Infobians Technologies Limited is next.
They will deploy their Gen AI solution, Quilo, for a leading global standards development organization. It's like they're bringing AI to standards development.
How will this help the organization?
It's intended to modernize operations, enhance member value, and drive efficiency through AI-powered tools.
Next on the list is Poonawalla FinCorp Limited.
They've launched their shopkeeper loan business to support small retailers and kirana stores. That's a great initiative to support local businesses.
How will this help the shopkeepers?
It aims to address challenges related to cash flow, inventory management, and operational efficiency, offering customized financial solutions.
PM Terminals Pipavav is next.
Their Q4 financial year 2025 container volume reached 172,000 TEUs. That's down a bit from last year.
What about the overall year?
The container volume for financial year 2025 was also lower compared to the previous year. You can find the complete operational data on their website.
Borosil Renewables Limited is next.
They've received incentives from the Gujarat State Electronics Mission. The incentive is tied to capital expenditure related to the commissioning of their third solar glass furnace.
Supporting renewable energy initiatives then.
Precisely.
Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited is next.
They've signed an MOU with Swan Defence and Heavy Industries Limited to boost commercial shipbuilding. It's all about commercial vessels and offshore structures, you know.
Oh, teamwork makes the dream work. Let's move on to Moschip Technologies Limited.
Their board has approved a scheme of amalgamation involving Softnautics Incorporated and Softnautics Private Limited, basically streamlining their business.
What is the goal of this merger?
The aim is to consolidate similar businesses and streamline regulatory compliance. No change in the shareholding pattern of Moschip Technologies, though.
We have Titagarh Rail Systems Limited up next.
They've had some key leadership reappointments and appointments. So pretty standard corporate governance stuff.
I suppose that's part of running any company. Last bit of business then.
Yes, so Shri Dinesh Arya will retire as company secretary and chief compliance officer, and Shri Aditya Purohit will take over actually. Shri Vijay Subramanian has also been appointed as chief transformation officer.
Natco Pharma Limited is up next.
They've provided an update regarding legal proceedings related to the launch of their generic version of Risdiplam in India. It's a bit of a legal snag.
What does this mean for their launch plans?
They'll only launch the drug after clarity from the court, which is expected soon, you know. They intend to price it competitively and offer discounts through a patient access program.
Home First Finance Company India Limited is next on the list.
The board has approved the unaudited interim financial statements for the 9-month period ended December 31st, 2024. It includes all the key financials, balance sheet, profit and loss, and so on.
Transparency is always important.
Agreed. And the results are prepared in accordance with accounting standards.
Next is KPI Green Energy Limited.
They've terminated a 66.22 megawatt hybrid power project order, due to a change in the project's technical requirements.
That sounds like a major change. Will it have a big impact on them?
They're saying the termination is not expected to have any material financial impact.
Easy Trip Planners Limited is next.
Through their Ease My Trip Foundation, they are sponsoring a young Indian rifle shooter, Neha Kotikar. She's got incredible talent.
That's a great initiative for a good cause.
Indeed. Sponsorship covers coaching, equipment, and participation in national tournaments. They're also inviting applications from other aspiring sportspersons, actually.
Last on the list is TTK Prestige Limited.
They've received an order from the Office of the Commissioner of Customs for alleged incorrect HSN classification.
Sounds like a complicated issue.
It is. They plan to appeal the order and take appropriate legal action. So we'll see how that unfolds. Disclaimer: we advise investors to check with certified experts before taking any investment decisions.
Well, that wraps up our look at the stocks in news for today.
Quite a diverse range of companies and news, right? From infrastructure to pharmaceuticals, the market's always moving.
It definitely is. Hey, if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more daily updates.
Absolutely. And what stocks are you keeping an eye on? Let us know in the comments.